this movie made me have a mental breakdown the next day when I tried to talk about it to my mum. More, this movie made my mum cry without even seeing it. I was telling her about it, and we were both crying over a bowl of soup. We're trying to eat lunch, it was not happening. We're both in tears, just couldn't handle it, okay? Hello, and welcome back to Monland, the place where I talk about all the things that I'm passionate about, like books, movies, TV shows, all kinds of stuff. And today we're talking about movies. And specifically, we're talking about those movies that will make you cry like a baby. Yes, because I am a very emotional person, and a lot of movies make me cry. But the movies that I chose for this list, top 5 movies that will make you bawl your eyes out, these movies are a different level of emotional, okay? They are rough. But let's just get straight into it. Let me tell you about the movies that, you should watch if you want to feel depressed. Don't watch them if you're already depressed. They will make it worse. But if you want to feel a bit, emotional, let's just say. Not even, it doesn't have to be sad. But emotional for sure. These movies will do the job. So, number 5. Movies about dogs. Especially the ones where the dog dies. I know this was supposed to be a single movie, but I had to do a joint category on number 5 because there's just so many of them. There's Marley and Me, which we all know and we all love. And obviously, yes, we know that the dog dies at the end. And every time it happens, my heart does get ripped out, squeezed, and buried with the dog. But I want to mention some movies that are maybe a bit less known, that maybe you haven't seen, but if this is your kind of thing, go watch them. So I want to mention Lassie, because oh my god, it's like the original dog movie, It's about a dog that comes home from far, far away. He comes back to his best friend, this little boy, and the whole journey is an emotional roller coaster. Just the whole movie is an emotional roller coaster. From like the first scene to the very last scene. It was a movie that I watched when I was a kid, and I think it started all of it. I think it was one of the first movies that I ever cried at. So if you want to watch that kind of thing, go watch it. Lassie will do it. Another one is A Dog's Purpose. It's kind of the same type of thing where a dog is trying to get back to its owner, but the authors of this movie decided to take it a step further, spice things up a little bit. And you know what they did? They made the dog die like 5 times. Because that's how you get the emotions out of people, that's for sure. It's not a very great movie. It's not, like, quality-wise, it's not the best. But, oh boy, did I cry? Yes, 5 times. When the dog died, every single time. It's about a dog that gets reincarnated whenever he dies into, like, a different dog body. All the little stories killed me, absolutely killed me. But the one and only movie, that dog movie, that really took it out of me.
Who would have thought? I mean, when we first went in there,
Hachi? Hachi? You will think you're still waiting.
Hachi. Hachi, A Dog's Tale. It's a real story. That's the issue. It's a real story about a dog that, after its owner died at work, he kept coming, or basically stayed at, a train station where he would normally pick his owner up when he was coming back from work. And he would refuse to move from that train station until he died. No. I could not take it, okay? I could not take it. I love dogs so much. And the fact that it's a real story, it was too much. It was too much. And it's gonna be too much for you probably. If you like anything like me, get ready to be embarrassed by how much you're crying while watching this movie. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to more happy tears, I guess. More like nostalgic tears. With our number 4. Number 4 is... The Lion King. I know, what a surprise. What a surprise. Well, I cried at it as a kid every single time. When Mufasa dies, let's be honest, I was gone. I kind of wanted to leave. I was like, that's it. There's nothing happy coming after this. But thank God, there's Hakuna Matata, and we're all good then. Yeah, right? Yeah. But yeah, The Lion King. The Lion King will make you cry. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very old now, but it's very sad. And coming alongside this theme, for me, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh does it too. Oh, anything with Winnie the Pooh. I have to say that when I watched Christopher Robin, which is like the newest re-rendition of Winnie the Pooh, I cried in like the first 10 minutes. But that's because I was in cinema as well, and it was embarrassing because I'm an adult. But I cried. It's because I'm very attached to all my animals, stuffed animals, like all my toys from my childhood. I love them so much, and you know, seeing them left behind rips my heart out. I can't deal with it. Okay. So yeah, Winnie the Pooh also makes me cry because it's about growing up and becoming an adult and then leaving your friends behind, and I can't deal with that, okay? I don't want to be an adult. I know I am one, but I don't want to be one. I just want to be a child again. Anyways, going alongside again with the same theme, number 3.
Watch out! No, just keep playing. Just pretend I'm not here. Does the red light mean it's going?
I've been cold, I've been hungry, now for a while. I guess most of my dreams have come true. With it all,
Andy's going to college. Can you believe it?
Mom, I'm not leaving till Friday.
What are you going to do with these old toys?
'Cause I never get over losing you. No, I'll never get over losing you.
Toy Story 3. Again, what a surprise. You did not expect that, did you? Yeah, Toy Story 3. I can't watch it. I watched it once and I couldn't make myself watch it ever again. Obviously, we're talking about the last scene. Yeah, it's rough. It's so hard. I also want to mention Coco here, because once we're talking about Pixar, yeah, Coco makes me cry every single time. I've seen it like 4 or 5 times now, quite a few times, and every single time at the ending, I just fall apart. And I think most people do. It's just impossible not to. So yeah, Pixar, Toy Story 3, but I I can't count. Toy Story 3 and Coco. Those movies will get you. Now, we're moving on to real stuff. We're moving on to the movies that, you know, are the real deal. The movies that will not only make you cry, they will make you have a mental breakdown. Talking about movies for which the effect is prolonged, where the sadness does not only appear after one scene, at the end, at the beginning, you know, no, it lasts. I'm talking about a movie, a number 2, a movie that made me cry throughout the entire thing. It was the first time that happened to me. I could not stop crying from like the first, 5 minutes in until the end. Tears streaming down my face entire time. It was bad. I was embarrassed. I was watching it with my parents. They were not crying. I mean, they were, but not as much as I was. It's like, what are you doing, Monica? This is wrong. But listen to me. A number 2.
Having a child who is sick is a full-time occupation. Sure, we still enjoy the usual day-to-day happinesses of family life. Big house, great kids.
You want to see a routine?
What routine?
Hey, baby, what's your sign?
Cancer?
You're a Cancer?
No, I'm a Leo, but I have cancer.
But beneath the exterior, there are cracks, resentments that threaten the very foundation of our lives.
My Sister's Keeper. What a movie. I don't even know what to say about it. It's about cancer, and we all know that if you put cancer in a movie, it's gonna be an emotional blackmail. We all know that. We've seen quite a bunch of them. We've seen like Collateral Beauty, and we've seen The Fault in Our Stars. I even read The Fault in Our Stars, you know. And yes, when there's cancer involved, A Walk to Remember. I just remembered that. Walk to Remember, again, cancer. When there's cancer involved, it's probably gonna be teary, you know? Very a bit emotional. Because there's probably gonna be death involved as well. But oh my god, My Sister's Keeper takes it to a whole other level because it involves the sister, right? It's about the sister. It's not really about the girl that's dying. It's about her sister. Hello, sister. I can't even talk about it. That one is an emotional roller coaster because it's really endearing as well, and it makes you question things like in vitro and, you know, kind of giving up organs and kind of being bred to be a sustainer in a way for someone else, to sustain someone else's life, but at the same time still being loved and creating relationships. And then are you asking whether you're doing things because you were made to do them or because you love someone? And it's I can't deal. That movie I can't deal with. So let's just move on to the final movie. Let's just say this movie made me have a full-on breakdown. I had to stop, I had to sit and bawl my eyes out, to sit there and just, you know, stare at the wall and try to calm myself down because I was hyperventilating. This movie made me have a mental breakdown the next day when I tried to talk about it to my mum. This movie made my mum cry without even seeing it. I was telling her about it and we were both crying over a bowl of soup. We're trying to eat lunch. It was not happening. We're both in tears. Just couldn't handle it, okay? At number 1, extremely loud and incredibly close. I know, no one expected that actually. Like, I know this is a movie that no many people have seen, that not many people talk about really, and especially not in terms of like crying for some reason, but oh my god. I don't know, maybe I just have a very strong relationship with my dad and things like that get me. But spoiler alert, like if you haven't seen the movie and you want to watch it, stop right now and just go watch it. But if you have already seen it, you will know what I'm talking about. The moment when you find out the last few messages that the dad left on the answering machine. See, it's getting me now. Like, I'm about to start crying right now. I can't think about this movie without crying. The way the boy just stands there and he's frozen and he blames himself for it. I can't take it. It's so hard. It's heart-wrenching. It's just heartbreaking and heart-wrenching and just everything at once. It's just, it makes you feel things that you didn't know you could feel. Like, it's like experiencing grief through someone else's eyes, but like, you know, knowing they're wrong in feeling this guilt, but at the same time feeling so bad for the dad, for the person that's about to die, and he just wants to hear his son or his wife again. And the disappointment with the key as well, and then the overall message of the movie is just beautiful. It's beautiful, and I can't handle it. I watched it once and I'm never gonna watch it again. I said this and I told this to my mum, I told this to everyone I ever talked about this movie with. I'm never watching this movie again. It made me have a mental breakdown once, and that's enough. But if you haven't seen it yet and you're still here, because you shouldn't be, I told you to go and watch it. I already told you to do it. But if you're still here, go watch it and you will experience things probably. I mean, you might not, because everyone's kind of emotionality and empathy levels are very different. But if you're anything like me, this movie will destroy you. And on that lovely note, I will see you next time. I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure what it's gonna be about, but we'll see. It's definitely gonna be something interesting, I promise. Alright, see you later.